And probably my biggest accomplishment in my life is when I was in Greece in 2015, and that's my friend Michelina, who uses a wheelchair too, and we went over to Europe for 28 days together by ourselves. And if anybody knows Europe, it's not particularly wheelchair accessible, so everyone was wondering why we were going over by ourselves, but we wanted to. And so we started the trip off at Athens in Greece, and before we left Australia, I bought the Lonely Planet book about Athens. Didn't look at it when I was in Sydney, didn't look at it on the plane, decided to open it when I was in the hotel in Athens, and it's got a part about travelling with disability, and it literally says, don't come, it's not wheelchair accessible. And I'm like, well, we're here, and we're going to be here for the next 3 nighs, gonna have to stay. And I really wanted to get to the top of the Acropolis, so it's really hard getting to the top of it because it's cobblestones and it's up quite a steep hill for quite a long way. But we managed to get to the top. We weren't allowed any help because of insurance reasons. So they basically told us, if you're going to get to the top, you've got to do it yourself. And I'm like, right, I'm going, let's do it. Michelina was there 5 years earlier with her parents, and they didn't do it because they thought it'd be too hard. But she's like, all right, well, let's go. So we got to the top, and when we got through the gates, because I was the first one through the gate, and the lady actually asked me and said, oh, where's your carers? And I'm like, I left them in Sydney. So, not with me, they're in Sydney. And she was really surprised, and then Mickey came up and the same thing. And it was just a great experience. Coming down, I did pray quite a lot. It was worse coming downhill, down cobblestones, but we managed to get down. I ended up like ripping the side of my my hand open, but that was the only thing that happened. And then we were staying at one of the hotels called the Olympias at Athens. We went there that night, and they had a rooftop bar, and we were sitting there. The whole place was drinking ouzo with us, like cheersing the two of us for doing it. But it was because they told us that we were the first ones in wheelchairs to get to the top by ourselves. So that was pretty cool. So that's probably, wouldn't do it again, but I'm glad I've done it for the first time.